welcome back to another video, guys. So in this, you're going to be doing a lunge with me and a voiceover of what's going on in the video, as well as kind of an update on life. First off, I didn't keep any of the clips of her walking in between and walking before and walking after, so just know that she did get a good cool out in between each exercise and stuff like that, but I did cut it out for the sake of you guys and for the sake of time. Next off, what she's currently wearing is she is wearing a surcingle, and the things that are flapping on the side are side reins. Later on in the video, they will be attached to her bridle and bit. The reason why they're not attached now is just so she can warm up her body, warm up her muscles, and stretch out a little bit. I don't want to force her into anything, and I want to allow her to warm up as she sees fit, and so she can get any kinks or anything that's uncomfortable out now and become nice and supple for when I do put those on. So, doing a little life update. Currently, Trace is at home with me, and in August I go back up to school and my apartment, and so she will be up at the other farm that you guys saw towards the beginning, or towards the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. I will be trying to do more videos, as many as I can, before school starts, and try to keep them up during school. Last 2 semesters, since it was my freshman year, it was kind of hard keeping up with the videos just because I was a freshman and there was a lot of change due to COVID and whatnot, but now that everything's going back to normal, hopefully I'll be able to do some more videos and keep those going for you guys, because I know everybody enjoys it. I enjoy making them and I enjoy filming them, and it's really helpful for me to also go back and watch on these videos with my horse, because then I can see things that I can improve and whatnot. I'd also like to apologize for the little bubbles that you see on the screen. It did get dirty when Trace was warming up off screen. You guys don't see it, but like some dirt hits it and then it gets a little smudge. So those were what those bubbles are. I'm sorry. It also was raining when I was coming out here, so that's also a little bit of water. So I apologize for that. So, the reason why in this video I have her lunging instead of riding is because her field mate was just going out, so she was a little upset and that I was going to ride her. So instead of riding, I decided I was going to lunge. It was going to be an overall more pleasant experience for the both of us if I just lunged her instead of riding. There would have maybe been more of an argument, and I prefer not to do that with her because I like to create more positive experiences. So you can see now that the side reins are attached to the surcingle that is on her, and just so you guys know, the side reins are put on loosely. They are on the last hole, so she is able to even put up her head if she needs to, and you can see that sometimes when she goes through the opening of the door, she spooks every once in a while because that day it was thundering and lightning, so it was just a bit rainy and going on. Even though it looks pretty bright outside, it was a little thundering and lightning. Like, I didn't canter her that direction. I don't know why, I just didn't. So it goes on to her trotting and cantering the other direction because I didn't canter her the original direction. I don't know for what reason. It may have been because she spooked or tripped or something, and I just forgot to ask her to go into the canter, which is not the end of the world, because usually with the surcingle and the side reins, I mostly want to work on the trot with her instead of the canter. Later on, you will see I add a tarp in the mix. So there is a tarp in the background past the 2 jumps that are up. I do put the tarp on the ground first, and I let her walk over it several times. And the reason why I introduced the tarp in this lunge session today is just to work on her spooking and desensitization. Sorry, that word is hard for me to say sometimes, but it helps with her to overall not spook at a lot of things that she might not need to spook at. So if someone has a umbrella or plastic bag that sounds like a tarp and they crinkle it or something flaps in the wind or whatnot, she knows that it's not going to come get her and that it's a familiar sound and that it's not going to hurt her overall. And you'll see in the next few clips, I'll even tie the tarp to the surcingle and put it on her. And the reason why I do that is so that if I ever ride her and I'm ever doing something and she has like a blanket or a cooler on while I'm on her, or she has a rain jacket or rain blanket on her while I'm riding and I'm doing something and it flaps or whatnot, it doesn't spook her. So allowing the plastic tarp to be on her properly tied and safe, and you guys don't have to worry about any of that, allows her to be more comfortable with things flapping on top of her, and it's just kind of a update and keeping her going. Like, as you can see, she doesn't care, she doesn't acknowledge it, she doesn't really react at all to it. In her mind, she's kind of had blankets on her and had lots of things on her, and she's very good about not spooking about anything on top of her. She always has been, and she is a little bit older of a horse, so I really just did this to keep her going and making sure that she isn't going to spook in a situation like this, which is great. So if you guys have any other suggestions and ideas of things that I can do in the future for future videos, especially with me going back up to college and back up to the other farm that Trace is going to normally be at during the winter and maybe next summer, depending on if I come home or what the case is. But just let me know, keep me updated, comment down below if you really like this video, and anything that you would like to see for the future and whatnot. But besides that, she does this for both directions, and she was really good for it. She didn't react at all. I was very proud of her. You guys can see she is very sweaty, and that is because even though that day it was raining and whatnot, it was humid and it was like 90 degrees, so it was hot, so she is sweaty. Do not worry though, she didn't get overheated, and she did have lots of walk breaks, as well as she got a nice cool hose afterwards. So this is about it for the rest of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what you'd like to see for the future videos, as well as anything you'd like to tell me about, as well as give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!